besties, and thank you so much for joining me in today's video, and welcome if you guys are new. In today's video we are covering all the fragrances that came out in 2023 and quite literally just wowed me. So if that sounds interesting, definitely keep watching, and also don't forget to comment down below the top 3 fragrances that stole your heart in 2023 that released. I do want to say my fragrance of the day is Paris Corner Kissa Pink. This is so beautiful. Think Yara Lataffa, but more so less powdery, more fruity, and like there's a refreshing vibe to it that I really enjoy that I perceive as coconut milk. Coconut milk, strawberries. It's a little creamy. This is very delicious, very girly and feminine, and everything about this I do love. So I would say it's definitely something in 2023 that I truly have enjoyed, but you guys, take that very lightly. I just tried it for the first time today and I'm already so obsessed. I will link all these fragrances down below, but starting with a fragrance where when I first got this at Ulta for $7, by the way, because I got it with points, I was obsessed with it. You could not pry it out of my hands, and that is Good Girl Blush from Carolina Herrera. Y'all, this is so pretty. It's another one of those feminine girly fragrances for sure, but this one definitely has more to it once you get to the dry down and you get that vanilla, the coumarin. Like, this is definitely more personality for sure to me than something like Yara or Kissa Pink. This is so pretty though. In the opening, it's very much bright, citrusy, from that bergamot, and I love it. As it dries down more, you do feel that beautiful, light, feminine peony that I just love within fragrances. The ylang ylang, everything in this fragrance I freaking love. The only note I don't pick up on too much is bitter almond, but I'm actually kind of happy about that because sometimes I don't love almond within my fragrances. That's kind of why I haven't got Tom Ford's vanilla segs, you know what I mean, because I haven't been wanting to be disappointed, but at the same time I'm very excited to smell it. So let me know if you want a review on that perfume down below, because I am very eager. Like, I'm itching to get my hands and my nose on that fragrance. But this is so beautiful. On the dry down, definitely does get more similar to the original, but just a lighter, like I said, more feminine version. So this has notes, top notes of bergamot and bitter almond, middle notes of peony, ylang ylang, and then base notes of vanilla and coumarin. And this is just a pretty girl fragrance. To me, it could be wore year round, but I do prefer it a bit more in the spring and summer. Then Valentino Donna Born in Roma Intense. Funny thing is, I actually got the Intense before I ever even tried the original, and I do prefer the original, but I do have to say, this for when you want to serve like those rich auntie kind of vibes. You really want to give rich, bougie, expensive, sexy, don't mess with me, like girl boss type of energy, like grown woman sexy. This is very much that. Like, don't play with her. This is very much like sensual, it's rich vanilla, it's deep, it's dark. Ooh, like this is the type of fragrance you wear when you want somebody to come closer and you're on a date and they just smell you and you smell like intriguing. This is so beautiful for that. For me, I do prefer to wear this in the colder weather just because it can come off a bit animalic and just very like strong, and what's the word, kind of like idolic with that jasmine note. But you guys, I do really enjoy it nonetheless, and that bourbon vanilla, that rich bourbon vanilla, I just crave within the fragrance. That's what really makes the fragrance for me. So the notes are top notes of bourbon vanilla and amber, middle notes of jasmine, and a base note of benzoin. I love benzoin in my sexy fragrances. It just adds that resinous, delicious touch that I love so much. You guys are going to see that in other fragrances, but yeah, this one is beautiful. Not for everyone, but I feel like if you can pull this off, you're going to smell incredible. I love this, and I actually also love this on like more mask women as well. This is just really nice. Y'all know I'm a lesbian, so I'm gonna always give you like the mask recommendations sometimes too. Someone just asked me about mask recommendations on my TikTok, so that's kind of why I think I just mentioned that. Anyway, Next up is Maison Mataha's Escapade Gourmand, and by the way, you guys, I'm not doing this in order of when the fragrances came out or what fragrances I was the most excited about. I'm just basically like grabbing randomly, but this, I will say, I've been wanting to talk about the whole time because Maison Mataha's Escapade Gourmand, if you love vanilla, thick, dense, full body, delicious, mouth-watering, addicting vanilla. This is just, oh my goodness, I crave this so much. It has a mapley kind of vibe to it. You also get that creme brulee smell. It's burnt sugar goodness, and anytime I wear this fragrance I get a compliment. Probably like top 3 of most complimented fragrances in my whole entire collection, and for a really great reason. I will say like the longevity on it's pretty cool, but it's not going to be like an intense sillage and projection. To me it's pretty moderate, but enough to where people do smell you and they really like what you're smelling like. Like, this is just so good, liked by many, and for a great reason. Yes, it's not the most complex. Yes, I do perceive it to be pretty linear, but that is not a bad thing to me. Like, I feel like if you love a scent enough, you wouldn't want it to change in that opening in some cases. Like, I feel like with Good Girl Blush, it does change quite a bit from the opening to the dry down, and sometimes I don't always want it to. So with this, I just love that what you get is what you get, and you're gonna get the same thing the whole way through. To me, that is such a treat, and I am so happy with it. Another vanilla perfume that did really wow me in 2023 is YSL's Black Opium. Oh my goodness, that pear vanilla combination is just so spectacular within the fragrance. I will say the original Black Opium, I do feel the coffee a bit more, but in this one it's really interesting because when it opens up you get this really beautiful, bright, juicy pear, but as it dries down you get this really gorgeously done vanilla that I think if you've smelled this, you just understand it's really beautiful. Now, some people don't love it. Some people feel like it kind of has like a rubbery smell to it, but I don't kind of agree with that. I feel like more so it has like this sticky vanilla delicious quality that I just love. Like, the way it sticks to my skin is just unreal. It's very long lasting, it is very delicious, and for me this is just everything I'm looking for. I also feel like it's a more smooth blend than the original and not as like kind of mature, so this is just beautiful to me. Oop, I forgot to read notes. Top notes of the Maison Mataha are top notes of sugarcane, middle notes of vanilla and tonka bean, and base notes again of that benzoin and the musk. Dang, on Fragrantica, Black Opium Le Parfum has a 4.31 rating out of 5. So if that doesn't tell you something, I don't know. Top notes are pear, cinnamon, and green mandarin. Middle notes are solar notes, jasmine sambac, and orange blossom. Then base notes, 3 different types of vanilla: Madagascar vanilla, bourbon vanilla, vanilla absolute, coffee, vanilla orchid, and patchouli. So if you're not getting vanilla out of the fragrance, there's something seriously wrong going on. It's so beautiful. Then, because we're talking about vanilla, Burberry Goddess is a beautiful vanilla fragrance. This is vanilla, lavender, ginger, there's cacao. There's a lot happening here, and there's actually 3 different types of vanilla, including vanilla caviar within the fragrance, which is very, very nice. This, when I first smelled it, I'm not gonna lie, I ordered it as soon as it launched online. I went to Ulta to smell it in person, and y'all, I kind of regretted my decision because when I first smelled it, I thought it smelled almost identical to Mon Guerlain, but when I actually sprayed it on my skin, walked around, and kept just smelling this aroma that was just having me like so intrigued. I didn't spray it on this, but let's go ahead. I just fell in love with it. For me, this is a beautiful, fresher take on vanilla. It definitely does have that elegant, graceful vibe that you get in the Mon Guerlain, but to me, this one is definitely sweeter and it's definitely more wearable. This is so beautiful, and the fact that it doesn't have the licorice that Mon Guerlain has, oh, I love this. So beautiful. 10 out of 10. It's not like, yes, groundbreaking, but to me, I mean, I would write home about this. I really do like this a lot, and every time I wear it, I am pleasantly surprised. I will say the longevity, the longer I've wore this and had this, I mean, has been way better, because at first it was pretty moderate, but now it's better. This I just really do enjoy, and I think the packaging is very classy, very pretty. Kind of reminds me of like the gold coin that you eat. Makes me hungry. The scent overall is just very beautiful, and I think if you do like Monger Lawn but you want definitely more vanilla, this is just beautiful. And it does have kind of like a little bit of a lemony citrusy kick to it that I do enjoy. The top notes are vanilla, lavender, cacao, ginger, middle note of vanilla caviar, and a base note of vanilla absolute, which I love. Next up is Kayali, the Wedding Silk Santal. And this is also one, I think it would make my top 3 of fragrances that really did impress me in 2023, just because I feel like this is my ideal fragrance for every single day in a bottle. This is so magical, it's ethereal, it's bubbly, it's just... Close your eyes and picture the most beautiful woman you've ever laid your eyes on in the whole world. And that is what this fragrance smells like. Like, this is just so light, so sweet. You feel the nectarine, there's a bit of a juicy, fruity touch to it. You get that freesia, and it's gorgeous. And then there's this really nice creamy santal going on in the fragrance. This beautiful sandalwood that is just grounding it. But the fragrance overall, the sugared musk. I think this also has moss. It's just such a beautiful, just breathtaking type of fragrance that I seriously feel like smells like the most beautiful woman in a room. That is just not even trying hard. This is just magnificent. Top notes are champagne, freesia, and black currant. Middle notes are nectarine, praline, jasmine, orange blossom, and May rose. Base notes of vanilla, sugar, musk, sandalwood, amberwood, and yeah, oak moss. This is unfreaking real. Kayali, thank you so much, and please restock. Now that I know they are going to restock it, I have been using it more, and I do think once they do actually come out with it and I can purchase another bottle, this will be gone. Then Bianco Latte from Giardini di Toscana. I truly do feel like broke the freaking internet. Now, off the smell of this, I don't love it more than Escapade Gourmand, but the performance, 10 out of 10 out of 10, way better, blows it out of the water. This is a beautiful musky vanilla. For me, it's frothy, it's sweet, it's lactonic, it's creamy, it's very musky, and to me, this, if you guys do love the smell of like toffee, because that's kind of what the caramel and the honey give to me, this is so beautiful. This is very nice. I feel like the coumarin's gonna be the only note that might be challenging for some people. Like, I think if you don't like coumarin, you wouldn't like that, because I do pick that up a lot within the fragrance, and when I first got it, I think that was the only thing for me that sometimes I didn't love, but I've grown to really enjoy the fragrance for what it is. And like I said, if you wear this, you're gonna get compliments. This is it when it comes to that projection, that performance, and I do feel like this one is more affordable, which is crazy to say. I think it's $150, whereas Escapade is like $200, so not affordable, but definitely less money than Escapade Gourmand. So, but I just really love Escapade Gourmand, you guys. That burnt sugar creme brulee smell, but this is also really good if you like something that's lactonic, creamy, musky vanilla. Can't go, my camera stopped recording. The notes are top notes of caramel, middle note of coumarin, honey, base note of vanilla, and white musk. And for me, it is given latte. Latte with caramel sauce like this, or with the toffee nut syrup. That is really what it's giving. It's delicious. Next is Cherry Ambition from the 7 Virtues, and y'all, please hear me when I say I have been tearing this fragrance up, and for great reason. This smells so beautiful. The great thing about it is it has this really lovely like powdery marshmallow that I think keeps it a little bit lighter for something that is pretty cherry and woody. I do really like this. The pink pepper, the saffron, just make it smell more expensive, give it that spice. This is just so beautiful. It's sultry, sexy, confident. Every time I smell this, I just fall in love all over again. And this one is also pretty complimented. I will say also this one has, I think, cherry blossom and cherry, and it's definitely like that sour cherry in the opening. As it dries down, I feel like it gets a little bit darker, deeper, more intense, and I just love it. But I do feel like, again, that like powdery marshmallow, I think there's also orris, which I don't always love, but I really do within this fragrance, keeps it a little bit like lighter, which I think is just so beautiful in the fragrance. Yeah, everything about this I just really love. I think it's great too, like I've said before, because it's versatile. You could wear it and dress it up, or dress it down and just be cozy and cute and, you know, casual. But yeah, anything that has like that cherry, saffron, woody DNA, I just love so much. I would say it's a little smoky, but not a lot. And I love that subtle spice coming from the pink pepper. This fragrance just kills it. I love it. Everything is so well balanced. And for me, dang, I mean, I can't say everything's top 3, but this is definitely like top 3 for the colder weather drops. Top notes are cherry, pink pepper, marshmallow, and mandarin orange. I really don't feel the mandarin orange too much. Middle notes of saffron, cherry blossom, orris, and osmanthus, and base notes of vanilla, frankincense, amber, gaiac wood, and musk. So yeah, I do feel like this is pretty warm. It's warm, spicy, woody, just very, very beautiful, you guys. I love everything about this. Then let's go ahead and wrap it up. Don't worry, I'm gonna do a part 2, and honestly I think I want to do also like fragrances that I just was not impressed with in 2023 as well. Maybe I should just go through like each individual release in order. It's gonna be a long video, but still, and kind of go through my thoughts and opinions and a brief like overview on each. But ending it off with Devotion from Dolce & Gabbana. I don't need to talk about this. Sugary, sweet, creamy, literally smells like lemon candy in the best way possible, and I love this. It's fluffy, sweet, really delicious vanilla citrus fragrance that I think has a bit of freshness coming from that beautiful orange blossom. This is just so beautiful. Anytime I wear this, I feel good. I feel like I smell delicious, but not too heavy gourmand, but like kind of there. If you like zesty, you know, sweet fragrances, I think you'd really enjoy this one. This one has top notes of candied lemon, middle note of orange blossom, panna cotta, and rum, and base note of vanilla. I don't really feel the rum. If anything, it's just adding to like the warmth of the fragrance, but it doesn't smell particularly like boozy to my nose at all. It does smell dang good, so I do want to get this in the big bottle eventually. I feel like I'm gonna go through it so fast in 2024, but yeah, you guys, I also just love the bottle. I think it's so pretty and dainty. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the good things, and I will see you guys in the next one, besties. Bye.